All right, Algebra 1 students, let's look at Unit 2, Lesson 12, Writing and Graphing Systems of Linear Equations. There are 3 goals. If you need to, pause to get these written down. I'm going to take you through them and explain what they mean. I can explain what we mean by the solution to a system of linear equations and can explain how the solution is represented graphically. So a system is essentially where you have 2 or more equations, and our solution to that system is essentially whatever point or points those 2 or more equations share. I can explain what we mean when we refer to 2 equations as a system of equations. It just means that 2 equations are representing the same situation. They're the constraints that help us find the solution. I can use tables and graphs to solve systems of equations. Those are just a couple of the methods that we're going to look at, and that's going to be our focus today, is how do we use tables and graphs to represent and find these answers. So our 2 vocabulary words that we're going to be focused on for the next little bit are solution to a system of equations, a coordinate pair that makes both equations of the system true. Usually in systems there are 2 equations. There can be more, but a solution would be anything that makes both situations true. If it makes one true and not the other, it's not a solution. Systems of equations, 2 or more equations that represent the constraints in the same situation. So we have limits to the equation. They're representing the multiple limits, and then where they cross or where they come together is our solution. All right, our warm-up. You need to bring what you get for answers to class tomorrow, and then that's going to start our discussion on systems of equations. So Diego bought some raisins and walnuts to make trail mix. Raisins cost $4 a pound, walnuts cost $8 a pound, and Diego spent a total of $15. Okay, so you need to look at these 4 situations and try and determine any way you can which ones are true and which ones are false, which one works and which ones don't work. I will give you the hint, only one of them works. So you need to figure out which 3 don't work and which one does, and then hopefully that will help us with our understanding as we look into this stuff. So our first situation is 4 pounds of raisins and 2 pounds of walnuts. Second is 1 pound of raisins, 1.5 pounds of walnuts. Third situation is 2.25 pounds of raisins and 0.75 pounds of walnuts. And our last one is 3.5 pounds of raisins, 1 pound of walnuts. Figure out which one of these 4 works, and it would be good to kind of write down the work and what you did to figure that out for our discussion tomorrow. Thanks.